In today's show, another top investor expects the Bitcoin price to erupt to $20,000 all-time high in 2020. That's right, Morgan Creek digital partner Jason Williams believes that Bitcoin will hit 20K by October. He argued in a recent tweet that such a performance would be world-class in such a relatively short time frame. This is a slight adjustment made to a forecast of 20K by September that the crypto fund manager shared with the International Business Times back in May. And taking a look at his tweet on crypto Twitter, 20K Bitcoin by October. 2x is world class in this time frame. Remember that. I can't stop looking at the next 7 days. We're going to be discussing this here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, Bitcoin will soon see the exact same signal that marked the start of a 4,000% rally. You heard me correct. A prominent trader shared the chart, which you can see on your screen on June 13th, showing that Bitcoin's 2-week RSI, Relative Strength Index, is about to break past the downtrend formed in the wake of the rally to 20,000. This is important as the last time the 2-week RSI looked as it does right now was the start of Bitcoin's previous bull run prior to a 4,000% move, taking the Bitcoin price from $500 all the way up to all-time highs of 20K. We're going to be discussing this also in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, Bitcoin and most of the leading altcoins are back in the red. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. That's right. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, smash the link below this video in the description and watch this exclusive presentation by Teeka Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving right into today's first story of the day. Another top investor expects the Bitcoin price to erupt to all-time highs of $20,000 in 2020. Let's talk about it. For the umpteenth time this month, Bitcoin failed to hold above the 10K resistance on June 10th. Prominent investors in the crypto space, however, remain bullish. I'm one of them on Bitcoin due to a confluence of macroeconomic factors. They say that in 2020, there's a likelihood Bitcoin revisits its all-time high price of 20,000 if you're in agreement of Bitcoin reaching a new all-time high this year and Hulk smashing 20K, which was set back in December of 2017. Holla at ya, boy. Drop me a comment below. So a rally to 20K would mark a 112% rally from the current Bitcoin price of $9,400. Now, Bitcoin primed to hit 20K this year. According to Morgan Creek partner Jason Williams, believes that Bitcoin will hit 20K by October. He argued in a recent tweet that such a performance would be world-class. You can say that again. In such a relatively short time frame. This is a slight adjustment made to a forecast of 20K by September that the crypto fund manager shared with the International Business Times in May. And taking a look at his tweet here on crypto Twitter, 20K Bitcoin by October. 2x is world class in this time frame. Remember that. I can't stop looking at the next 7 days. And taking a look at some of the replies to this tweet, Zach responded, Bitcoin will retrace into the 8K range first, then back up to 9K and 10K ranges. There's a lot of analysts out there who do agree that we're first going to see a retracement to a low before breaking that $10,500 resistance, which we seem to be stuck at. And checking out some other responses, Chris Bruner responded, I fully agree with Jason, but short term, a pullback is going to happen, unfortunately, because of the stock market. Both will drop. And in the tweet, Jason Williams didn't really elaborate on what evidence there is to back this prediction. Yet in previous interviews, he has alluded to why he expects Bitcoin to rally upwards of 100% in the coming 4 to 5 months. Speaking to Thinking Crypto in May, Jason Williams shared his opinions with the interviewer that he believes that the crypto industry is in a similar position to the internet digital industry in the mid-1990s. That's to say, Bitcoin has a vast amount of upside in the coming years, potentially making 20K just the start of a larger rally. Williams' partner Mark Yusko and Anthony Pompliano are arguably even more bullish. The other Morgan Creek Digital co-founders see the confluence of massive money printing by central banks and the block reward halving as rocket fuel for Bitcoin, as I do as well. And he's not the only one. Williams is not the only investor in the industry expecting a 20K Bitcoin price in 2020. BitMEX chief executive Arthur Hayes recently said that his end 2020 price target remains 20,000. He argued in a March newsletter that central banks will dramatically bolster Bitcoin's value proposition, driving prices higher as investors acknowledge that. So shout out to the BitMEX CEO, Arthur Hayes. Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital echoed this to the T, writing in a March newsletter that in a world where the value of fiat money is being constantly debased, the scarce Bitcoin stands to benefit. Now that we're in the trillions, the deficit just simply has to have a positive impact on the price of things not quantitatively easable, stocks, real estate, crypto, relative to the price of money. Said another way, the Bitcoin/USD cross-currency rate will rise. The price of Bitcoin may set a new record in the next 12 months. I personally feel Bitcoin will set a new all-time high this year. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. So holla at your boy. And now for the next story of the day. Bitcoin will soon see the exact same signal that marked the start of a 4,000% rally, taking the Bitcoin price on up from $500 all the way up to all-time highs of 20K. And before we break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin in the red. We just broke down below that $9,400 support. So this is not looking good currently. We have Ethereum down 0.42%, trading at $235. XRP down 0.19%, trading just above 19 cents. We have Link down 0.34%, trading at $4.04. Some of my favorite alts in this selection are Ethereum, Link, BNB. I mean, how could you not be bullish on Binance Coin? Bitcoin, Satoshi Vision, and Bitcoin Cash. Personally, I'm not big fans of these hard forks off the Bitcoin network, but of course, I always love to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And now checking out some of the top exchanges, we can see a sea of blood red. Binance down 31% with 2.2 billion in volume. Only 2.2 billion in volume. No big deal, right? OKEX down 0.17% with 1.6 billion in volume. Huobi Global down almost 48% with 1.5 billion in volume. And BitMEX down 28% with 859 million in volume. It's been a minute since I've seen any of these top exchanges below 1 billion in volume for the day. Just goes to show you how much volume is being pushed through some of these major exchanges. And now back to this story. Let's talk about it. Bitcoin chart signal a start to another bull run. A prominent trader shared the chart below on June 13th, showing that Bitcoin's 2-week relative strength index is about to break past the downtrend formed in the wake of a rally to 20K. This is important as the last time the 2-week RSI looked as it did now, as you can see here on your screen, was at the start of Bitcoin's previous bull run prior to a 4,000% run-up move from $500 all the way up to $20,000. The RSI breakout isn't the only trend that has analysts believing that the start of a macro uptrend is on the horizon. Technical analyst Eric Parabolic Thies shared the chart below. It shows Bitcoin's macro price action along with two key trend indicators, the Chaikin money flow, which is the CMF, and the stochastic RSI. The analyst noted that both indicators look almost exactly as they did at the start of the 2016-2017 bull run, which, as described previously, took Bitcoin from hundreds all the way up to 20,000, literally within the span of 2 years. These signs show that your time to buy Bitcoin below 10K is limited. I'll repeat, these signs show that your time to buy Bitcoin below 10K is limited. Thies remarked, "The pressure is on from here. The expectation that the start of another Bitcoin bull run is here can be backed up by underlying market trends. Data shows there's recently been an exponential growth in the CME's Bitcoin futures market. Derivatives Tracker observed that the amount of value in the CME's Bitcoin market is up a whopping 310% this year. In 2020 alone, the CME is mostly used by institutions due to the relatively higher barrier of entry of futures contracts, along with the high minimum order sizes enforced by the exchange. More evidence for the institutionalization of Bitcoin. CME Bitcoin futures open interest is fast approaching BitMEX's XBT-USD. CME open interest up 310% in 2020 alone, according to digital asset manager Charles Edwards. And adding to this, crypto derivatives publication Ecoinometrics found that there's now 300 million worth of Bitcoin call options held by institutions via the CME, up from around 10 to 20 million from the start of this year. There are also a few put options suggesting institutions are leaning bullish, and I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 450 videos right here on my channel. I also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it on your way to work, when you're out and about, working out, or just doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet already done so. My direct YouTube link to subscribe is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, I truly do appreciate your continued support. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And I also have a private crypto Facebook group for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, called Crypto Alchemy, with over 17,000 cryptopreneurs from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join this, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. That's right. Right now there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, smash the link below this video in the description. It's going to take you here to watch this exclusive presentation with the one and only Teeka Tiwari. Check it out, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.